Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I'm going to be playing some double rogue 2v2 after all of the September 5th hotfix, so after the rogue nerfs and after the nerfs from last week as well, to kind of see if double rogue 2v2 still works, or in general if rogues are still good. So let's hop into this game and kind of check it out. So here we are in Black Cold Arena. We're fighting a Resto Druid and an Ellie Shaman, and one of the biggest nerfs to sub rogues, in my opinion, for our comp at least, is that Vanish went from being a 30-second cooldown to being a 45-second cooldown. And if you guys have seen my double rogue videos in the past, one of our big goes, we would like double sap, open one guy really hard, get a lot of cooldowns, and vanish out. And then 30 seconds later, do it again, vanish out. 30 seconds later, do it again, vanish out. And guess what? After, 3, 4, 5 times doing this, they would have no cooldowns left and we would win. That was our strategy. So after this Vanish is now 45 seconds, after this 15-second increase, 50% nerf, it's going to be much harder to just go in and out. So our play style changed. What we do now here in this game, and then all of our double rogue games, is our first go would be a super big long go, right? We're using a lot of cooldowns, we are staying in longer, and we're just kind of going from there. So right away we sap the Ellie Shaman, we sap the Resto Druid, we get the full kidney shot just like normal. The Shaman trinkets, we do get a sub here on the screen, Heart's Blood, thank you, but you're blocking the YouTube channel's view of the gameplay. So the Shaman trinket and pops his wall cooldown. The Druid's just sitting that full sap, so I resap it with Dance, and once again quarter sap it with Dance into a full blind. He does trinket that blind immediately into the half blind. So right away, guys, we sapped the Druid 3 times into a full blind. He trinkets into a half blind, so the Druid has not played at all. With the Shaman, we full kidneyed him. He trinket walled. His wall's over now though, and he's still 28% life. And we've used I've used both dances. I've used Cold Blood, I've used Symbols, I've used Gormaz, I've used Blades, I've used Blind, I've used Belf, I've used every cooldown in my arsenal, and so has my other rogue. This is the key difference in this new type of style, right? We are both all inning the opener to get as many cooldowns, and then we can still vanish out to do another go if we don't actually kill. So we don't have to kill here, but we have a good chance to. So we have that full blind. Following it with the kidney shot, I do throw a bomb out for good measure, and the Shaman goes down. So a lot of our games yesterday were looking like this one right here, where we just do a huge go with all of our cooldowns. If we don't kill, we still have that Vanish on a 45-second cooldown. We can reset and then do it again. We're not going to have as many cooldowns though. So our playstyle went from just opening, baiting cooldowns, running, opening, baiting cooldowns, running, to just big open, long go, get a lot of cooldowns. If we have to run, we will, or we can just take the win. Let's hop into another game. So here we are against a Resto Druid and a Havoc Demon Hunter on Ruins of Lordaeron, and this is a matchup that is very difficult because Demon Hunter has Spectral Sight, and we will lose this a lot of the time, especially with our other playstyle, because since we would reset a lot, it would give the Demon Hunter a lot of opportunity to find us with his Spectral Sight, plus the 2 eyes on the map. So we would have to avoid them quite a bit. But with this new playstyle, we can kind of just all in onto the Demon Hunter, or onto the Resto Druid with a bunch of CC onto the opposing member of their team, whichever guy we're not on, and get a lot of cooldowns, and then reset maybe once, and then go from there. So we open up with a kidney bomb right away. We get the Demon Hunter's trinket, and he leaps away, trying to get any type of follow-up CC. Druid comes up, I throw him on my focus, kind of looking for that Druid. He's up there on the hill. When we do get Darkness, we get Iron Bark, we get Trinket, we get a lot of cooldowns. So we both go ahead and vanish out, just like I was talking about. But I think my other rogue Schwab X has a bleed on him. I'm pretty sure he has Bloodlet, so he blinds the Demon Hunter right away, and I'm going to go ahead and switch my focus to the Demon Hunter and sap off of that, and then open up onto the Druid with triple cheap shot with Dance and Blades, and kind of go from there. Once again, I'm going to resap this Demon Hunter, we're CCing the target that we're not on. Now, the Demon Hunter is off of Stun DR. He has no trinket. He's off Stun DR. I don't think he has wall either. Druid blinked away. Druid's nice and far, and he has no trinket either. So we're going to kidney bomb onto the Demon Hunter. He's getting very low. We still have Gormaz. I pop my Symbols. Don't have a Dance here, but still with just Gormaz and Symbols, you're doing quite a bit of damage. Blood Elf silence the Druid into another Blood Elf silence into that full blind, and the Demon Hunter goes down. So once again, we don't have much like lengthier, right? We're going to die pretty fast, but we have a lot of cooldowns to get a lot of stuff done or to get a kill before we die. So the games aren't going to go as long anymore, but they're just as deadly if we're using all of our cooldowns in a correct way. We're swapping back and forth, we're CCing both, and we're killing things very, very quickly instead of just resetting with the Vanish. So that's all with the Vanish nerf. So Rogue's also got a damage nerf in addition to the Vanish nerf, which means we're not bursting quite as hard. And what I have to say to that is, I think Rogues needed it. I really do. Rogues can still burst very hard, as you see here in this video. Rogues can one-shot, not one-shot, but, you know, Rogues can just dance Cold Blood Gormas with symbols and take someone from 100% to, like, 10% within a kidney shot, or 100 to 20 maybe in a kidney shot, but then you still have 2 Cheeps and a Blood Elf following. So Rogues, the damage from Rogue is still there. The control from Rogue is still there, and I think Rogues are still in a really good spot, and I think the nerfs were probably warranted. Let's hop into another match. Here we are in Tiger's Peak Arena versus a Resto Druid and a Frost Mage. This is a comp where we should win, I think, because they don't have any like hard bleeds, right? There's nothing that can just like make us lose. If anything, we can just cloak vanish out, or we could just vanish out every 45, and we should be able to sit in stealth and reset if we need to, right? There's nothing that's gonna just make us instantly lose, like against an Assassin Rogue. If we get Vendetta on us, or a Feral Druid with a full line of bleeds, we lose, right? We're going to die very, very quickly. But against something like this, we can always, at the end of the day, just vanish out and pretty much be fine. So right away, we're gonna sap the Mage, Mark for Death, Kidney Shot onto the Druid, we get skin from the Druid there. I blind the Mage on his trinket, and here, guys, once again, I'm using Dance, Cold Blood, Symbols, Gormas. My Rogue's doing the same thing, and this Druid doesn't decide to use his trinket. The Mage trinkets the sap and we full blind though, but the Druid decides to hold his trinket. He does trinket a little bit too late, and we do get the Blood Elf silence, and he pretty much goes down. So I think there might be a little learning curve. Once people kind of realize and know that we're playing like this, they're going to use all of their cooldowns much, much quicker, and it's going to be harder for us, you know, if they decide to just instantly trinket. But if that's the case, we still have play around. We can instantly vanish if they instantly trinket. But yeah, we were running double Rogue yesterday from like 2100. We ended up at like 23 to 2400 MMR, I think. So double Rogue is still very, very good. The playstyle though is much, much different. And here in our last match, we're fighting the Resto Druid Enhanced Shaman. I was gonna say once again, but this is an Enhanced Shaman, different team here on Ashamane's Fall. So all of these matchups were just from one queue session yesterday. This is just what we were fighting on ladder, and I think that double Rogue is still very queue dependent. So as good as it is, if we're fighting like a Feral Druid and a Resto Shaman every game, it's going to be hard, right? Or a Disc Priest and an Assassin Rogue, it's going to be hard. And I always talk about bleed classes because the bleed classes are what's really hard for us. But right away, we notice that the Enhanced Shaman is relentless, and a lot of you guys are asking me for double Rogue strategies. Guys, I can't give you double Rogue strategies because every game it's different depending on trinkets, depending on, you know, who's in bear form or their positioning or their race, you know, if they're Blood Elf versus Orc versus Human. Every game is different as double Rogue depending on all of these little factors. So I guess what I can just explain in these videos is why we did what we did. And we open on the Druid here because the Shaman is relentless, and we can just CC him for probably 30 seconds, right? Sap into sap into sap into blind, into a half blind, into a kidney shot, into, you know, a silence or something from there. We have a lot of CC, and guess what? He doesn't have a trinket. So we have about 30 seconds to just kill this Druid. We could do it. We can have our way with this Druid. There's nothing the Shaman can do. And once again, the Druid's holding his trinket because he bear formed and barked, and he just dies 100 to 0 without using anything. So once again, he would have been able to live if he just trinket bear right away. One of my add-ons was actually bugging out. If he just trinket bear right away, got the Frenzied Regen off and just, you know, spammed Frenzied Regen, sat in bear, got some bleeds on us. The Shaman should have also been playing trinket. So there are things that they could do to kind of not have that happen in this game, because I know a lot of you will be like, well, what are they supposed to do? You know, well, there is counterplay. You should be running trinkets. You should be, you know, using your cooldowns. So if we're doing, you know, all-in goes like this, kind of keep an eye on what cooldowns we're using. If we're using a lot of cooldowns, use your defensive cooldowns. But having said that, I think double Rogue is still an amazing comp, and I'm still going to be playing it. A lot of you guys in the comments were asking if I'm still going to be playing my sub Rogue since the nerfs. The answer to that is yes. I'm still going to be playing my sub Rogue even since it's nerfed. So just to clear things up, I wasn't playing Mage because it was bad, and I'm not playing Rogue because it's good. I'm not playing my mage as much because I don't like the playstyle, and I'm playing more of my rogue because guess what? I like the playstyle. So whether or not these classes are really, really good or really, really bad or whatever, that doesn't make as much of a difference as whether or not I find the playstyle enjoyable. And I think that's where a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, you quit mage because it sucks, now you reroll the Fodum class. Not quite how it works with me. I like playing classes that I like to play, whether they're good or whether they're bad. Frost Mage I've been playing a while, and they're usually pretty good, but even this couple seasons where they were bad at the start of Legion, I still played it because I enjoyed it. But right now I'm just enjoying my Rogue and my Shadow Priest a lot more. Definitely expect some Shadow Priest gameplay in the future. I've been playing a lot of my Shadow Priest, and I think Shadow Priest will probably be the next class to get nerfed because I am doing so much damage on it, and it's a lot of fun. But guys, if you like this video, this double rogue footage, even after the rogue nerfs, and I'll continue to play it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can thumbs it down. Talk to me in the comments about what you guys want to see for next time, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!